Hey, what is up, y'all? This is Rainbow Fire the Unicorn. Knows the last unicorn. Um, the reason I'm talking about this right now is because of Roblox. And Roblox has been having lots of issues lately with with their platform. And I think Vrchat might be on the chopping block next. As you may have known, Roblox has been having lots of issues with, let's just say, predators. There's a lot of creeps on the game, and it's Roblox. I mean, I don't get that, but like I said, there's a lot of YouTubers talking about this, and I was curious about this because it's not just Roblox. It's like every social VR. I mean, not VR. It's definitely every social game, even like Call of Duty, GTA Online, or even Fortnite. You always have those kind of people. You gotta watch out, you know. And the one thing about VR chat is more social. And the reason I give my opinion on this, because I think VR chat is on next on the chopping block. Um, because VR chat has a really big problem with this kind of stuff that what Roblox is going through. And how do I know this? I've been playing VR chat for about, I say, 4 years now. And well, I got my Quest 2 back in 2023. I still have it to this day. I've never upgraded. I'm going to keep using my Quest 2. She's still kicking hard. That old girl's still kicking. But yeah, but like I said, that's probably the only game I've been playing is VR chat. Because VR chat's one of my favorite platforms just to meet people and make friends. But over my time playing VR chat, I've seen crazy stuff. Lots of crazy stuff. I'll give you some stories, maybe three or two. Well, the first story I had to do one time, some avatar, some character, some person in the game was getting made fun of because of being in a big fat dragon avatar, and she was upset, and they kept bullying her. I had to like step in with a freaking horse avatar. I was in this buff, strong-looking anthro horse, looks like goth or something. I walked over and I'm like, what the hell is your problem? He's like, oh, I was like, get away from her. Like, I literally stepped in. I was like, get away from her. She's like, why? I was like, we gotta do defend her. I'm like, get away. You see, she's crying. You know that, right? So I stepped in and stopped them from bullying her, and that was wrong. There were several times I actually had to step in and save people in the game. One time, I was playing VR chat, and one of the players was being harassed. Like, they were constantly saying rude stuff to her, bad, like, I can't really say what they're saying because it's under the guidelines. I can't say that kind of stuff, but it was horrible stuff, like bad stuff. And I jumped in. I'm like, what the hell is your problem? Get away from her. He's like, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? I was like, I did I played a prank on the dude. I pretend I played police scanner sound effects on a Bluetooth speaker and scared the crap out of him. Now I'm going to admit this. This actually does work. If you ever want to scare someone straight in the game, you take a Bluetooth speaker and you type in police scanner sound effects, and it scares the crap out of people playing in VR chat. Trust me, it works. I ran into a big group of people that were part of let's say they were zoo sadists. I don't know how that happened, but they were zoo sadist people. Don't look it up. It's disgusting. But I ran into a group of people like that, and I think it was in one of the worlds I accidentally joined by mistake. And this was just a mistake. Like I said, it was a mistake because uh, I didn't know my friend was part of this group, and I didn't know at the time. But I went in there, I heard them talk about disgusting acts, and I was like, what the hell's going on here? So I left that world. I left the world. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to scare these guys. So I did what I did. I went on YouTube, typed up police scanner sound effects. And I went in the world, started talking to these dudes like, hey, what's up? What's up? Yeah, I told him, I was like, hey, by the way, I'm undercover, whatever. And then I hit play on the police scanner sound effects. And they thought they were being whatever, but then they all took off running. They left the world. The only person that didn't leave the world was my friend that I despise to this day because I even know he was one of those people. And I warned him. I said, if I ever see you again in VR chat, you're done. I'll ban you. Like he started cussing and hollering at me. I'm like, I don't care. That's disgusting, dude. Get the hell off of this game. And I flipped him the finger in the virtual world and left. But yeah, those are some experiences I had in VR chat. That's crazy. And I have many more experiences in the game. Now I'm going to say this. VR chat is a great platform to meet friends. It is a very great platform to meet friends you love that are in things that you like. But again, it's just like Roblox. It's just like Rec Room. It's just like this. VR chat is a dangerous place. Two, it's any social games. It could be Rec Room, Roblox, heck, even freaking Minecraft. There's always going to be bad people and bad eggs. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen with VR chat. I pray to God that nothing bad happens to VR chat. They already do age verification, but that's not good enough. Most of these players I run into, at least I'm not verified because I don't feel comfortable giving out personal information just to be age verified on the game, and that's my opinion. Because I grew up at a time with, you know, like internet is easy to get hacked and all that crap. But anyway, but like I said, it's VR chat. The best thing you could do, my word, but the problem is with VR chat, there's a bunch of young players on this game that should not be on this game. This game was meant, I think they made it to 16 plus, but they need to raise the game age up to 18 plus. Raise this freaking game to 18 plus because there's tons of young players in this game that would literally get like it's just ridiculous. The thing is, parents will give them the VR headset and they'll go on this platform and they'll just start ruining worlds. I'm against these players. I hate them. I don't. I think VR chat is not safe for kids. It is not safe for kids. This game should be. They should not have this game. They should start monitoring people like that in the game, and plain simple. Uh, like I'm not saying this to be hard, like purging all the players that are not age appropriate in the game, but like purging means like get rid of them, like get rid of them. I don't think that's a good thing. But like I said, the problem is, the thing is, VR chat is dangerous. It is a dangerous platform. A lot of things I've seen. I'm going to mention this. There is stuff in VR chat that I cannot even say in this video because it is so crazy and crazy that I've seen this. Like, it is so nuts. I've seen players doing it in the game. I'm like, whoa. That's, if you know what I'm saying, wink, wink. But it is nuts. VR chat is crazy. Like, there's a lot of stuff that, even the avatars, there's SFW avatars in that game. There's tons of that stuff. And that's the problem. These other players that are not age verified, or they're whatever, squeaker. I'm going to call them squeakers. These squeakers players, squeakers, will get these avatars and they'll constantly just run around like idiots. And next thing you know, the avatar gets banned because of these squeakers will get them. And you know what I'm talking about. Squeakers, because of when kids are in puberty, their voice gets high. But squeakers will get these avatars and they'll like get them banned because they need to make it where these younger players won't get those avatars. But again, but another thing I saw in Vrchat when I was playing was basically there's worlds in Vrchat that literally are very crazy. The one world I saw in Vrchat was about like it was like there's worlds in Vrchat that you really shouldn't go to. Like there's bars in Vrchat that you can get drunk. There's virtual bars. There's virtual clubs that you can go to in Vrchat that these squeakers should not be in. And that's the problem. Like I said, there is things in Vrchat, like I said, but like I said, I've been in all these worlds. And don't get me wrong, Vrchat is a great platform to find really cool worlds. Like there's a virtual McDonald's world, there's a Kmart world, there's really even there's a freaking Popeyes world. You could build anything with Mario. Like there's actually a Mario Brothers world. There's actually Zelda. There's a lot of stuff. I've been to a lot of these worlds, but the thing is, it's really hard to track down players that are causing problems, and most YouTubers are actually cracking down these creeps in the game, and they're exposing them. And I'm glad they are, because like I said, most of these creators are doing a good job. But VR chat might be the next chopping block because like I said, Roblox is having this issue. I think VR chat's gonna be next because I used to play Roblox all the time on my old freaking 2010 computer. I mean my 2010 laptop, and I would play uh, Roblox a lot. And I never had any issues because I'm not a good typer. But I would see in the comments and stuff, I heard voice call was like weird. But anyway, but this is different. VR chat is different because VR chat has has a lot of things. And like I said, I'm gonna wrap this up because my time isn't messed up. But I'm gonna say, uh, basically, VR chat needs to do something because if they don't do something now, it's gonna be the next Roblox. And like I said, with all this age verification going on with the IDs and all that crap, VR chat might be next. They already do it to get verified to go to different worlds, but they really need to start stepping up their game and catching these creeps in the game. Like I said, there's too many people getting harassed. There's too many people causing nonsense. There's too many people getting uh, bullied in the game. I had to already save a couple players from getting harassed and bullied. And it's not fun. I have to argue with these people. I've been yelling at them because I don't want to see someone get hurt or made fun of or whatever. It's a shame. But yeah, like I said, VRChat is a great platform. I've met so many good friends on this game, and I don't want to see it die. I love VRChat to death. This is the only platform that I grew to love, to be with, to express myself, to have friends. But like I said, this is my opinion on VRChat. Do I think VRChat's going to be like Roblox next? Maybe. But hopefully not. But yeah. Hopefully they can fix Roblox. But VRChat need to start doing something because it's getting worse and worse every year. But anyway, this is Rainbow Fire the Unicorn. There's the last unicorn. Peace out, guys. But yeah, if you're on VRChat, be careful, players. If you're a player, be careful. But yeah, peace out, guys. Peace.